Hello, my name is Lisa, and you've reached my channel about decorating. Welcome to my home. This is a channel that I had started about a year ago and then just didn't follow through. But now I feel like with the beginning of this year, I just really want to try to give it another shot and see how it goes. Because I really love decorating and I love to find things at the thrift store to put in my home, and I just love to share it with people. So I finally got my Christmas decorations put away today, which I think this is almost a record because I think it's January 24th. But there was stuff I was trying to accomplish for next Christmas, and I thought having my decorations up would kind of motivate me to follow through and finish that. So I've gotten quite a bit of that stuff done. And so I feel like I better hurry and put it down before Christmas gets here again. So everything came down yesterday, and today is cleaning and putting it back to normal. So it's a little bit too early for spring, and I don't do a ton of decorating for Valentine's Day, but I decided I wanted to try to do a little bit, so I'm going to try to bring in some pinks that I don't normally decorate with too much. I have a weird style. It's kind of rustic, but yet I do put color in a little bit, and I do put dishes because I love to collect dishes. And so it's just kind of a unique type of style. So hopefully there'll be something in here that that you enjoy, and then it'll motivate you to go and get your stuff and just rearrange it a little bit and make you feel like you have new stuff. So today's agenda is to do my dining room table, and then I have a little cabinet that we put our dog treats in that's right next to the table. So I want to get that done, and then I want to try to do my island, and then I'm going to run the sweeper and mop and get to the living room, and then I'm going to try to start that because that's a disaster. So anyway, stop talking about what I'm going to talk about, and we'll go ahead and get started. I'm in Ohio, and it's starting to snow again outside. We've been getting quite a bit lately the last couple of weeks, so good day to stay inside and do some decorating. So let me turn the camera around and I'll show you what I'm going to be using. So hold on. Okay, so these are some of the things that I'm going to be putting on the dog treat cabinet. I have some artificial greenery, and then I have a little potted artificial greenery. I love to collect blue and white dishes, so on the dog treat cabinet it's going to have quite a bit of blue. But then once I get to the dining room table, that's where the pink will come in. But I have a little cloche, and I love to collect these little white pitchers. And then this was a really cool find that I got at the thrift store a couple weeks ago. It's supposed to be a votive, and they were 50 cents each. But I thought it really looked a lot like a cloche, so that's what I'm going to use it as, if I don't break it. Okay, so let's turn around and see where the dog treat cabinet is. Okay, so this is where my dog treat cabinet is. It's actually one that we just found on the curb. And I just went over the wood color with some black paint and kind of did it a little bit rustic. Anyway, we have to zip tie the door because our newest dog that we just got likes to get in there on her own. So this scarf is one that I have that my grandmother had made. It's one of my favorite treasures, so I always have it out. This is a little cake plate that I got at the thrift store. I think it was $1 or $2. I often have people ask me about this painting or print, I'm sorry, that I have here, and it's called Heading Home by Billy Jacobs, and he's a local artist from Ohio, and I have a couple more of his prints here. Basically any artwork you see is probably his. So okay, so wow, The lighting is kind of crazy, but we're gonna go with it because I don't have money, I don't have shades or anything to pull down, so we get what we get. But anyway, so this is gonna be the spot that I'm gonna be working on first, and we'll just start putting things together and see how it goes. Hopefully you'll be able to see well enough. Okay, so first thing I thought I would work with is the cake plate first. And I planned on maybe putting the cloche up there, or a bowl, I'm not sure, we'll see. Maybe a bowl. This is just one of my blue and white dishes. Have just a little easel that I got at the thrift store. It's not the appropriate size, but I think it'll work good enough for what it is. Okay, and then maybe that little tiny let me grab some more stuff, just a second. Okay, here we go. Is there anything you guys like to collect the most at thrift stores? I have a wonderful one near me. I can always find so many wonderful treasures. But the only bad thing with that is that I go a little too often and get way too much stuff. But that's okay. I got this cute little Dutch shoe. I think it was like 50 cents. And then these little salt shakers, salt and pepper shakers, go with my dishes. Let's see. Got a cute little rabbit. It's always such a fine line to know when you have too much stuff or just enough. I tend to go on the too much side, and then I have to rein it in and tell myself, okay, simmer down. But there's so many cute things to collect. Let's see. Cheers. Let's see. And it doesn't seem like that shows up good enough. I did have one more plate, so maybe I will put that underneath the cloche so maybe it shows up a little bit better. Well, I just realized the camera's up a little too high. Sorry. I don't know. What do you think? So I'll try to give you a little bit of an up-close version. Well, I don't know. I think I like it. So let's move on to the table. Okay, so this is the stuff that I had in mind for my dining room table. I have a real large white pitcher that I got at the thrift store, I think maybe 10 years ago. It was probably one of my favorite finds. I think it was for $5 or something like that. I have some little candlesticks that I just got when I went to the Reagan House wholesale company. They open up once a year or twice a year to just the public, so I was able to get those candlesticks. This little picture or canvas I found at the thrift store, and it was $2, and I thought, oh, that's super cute. And my thought was maybe to put it out on the front porch, but we have like a foot of snow outside, so I'm not going to be going out there to decorate, so I think I'll just use it for my table. I got this little topiary, the one in the back. It was a crazy find. They only had $2 on it. I swear my thrift store has no idea what they have. And then this little pineapple thing was 50 cents. And then I have some silk, some silk flowers. So this is my dining room table. I just found some fabric at the thrift store, and I just cut it into strips about the size of a table runner. And then I have this little tray I painted brown, which is kind of my staple. The tray is usually always on my table, and then I just try to change it around a little bit. And then I also have this little scarf that my husband's mom had made. And so that will be going on the tray. So let me spin the camera around and set you up, and let's see what we can do. Okay, so hopefully I can put these together. This is going to be, if I can't, I'm going to just kind of recap it just in case I make 2 videos out of it. But this is going to be my dining room table, and hopefully I'm going to get it edited. It'll be fine. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to take my little scarf and just kind of scrunch it up. And then I have a little easel here that I thought would hold it up pretty good. I'm not quite sure. I might have to put a piece of cardboard or something on the back of it, because I think the sun might stream through a little bit, but I think it'll be okay. Okay. I love greenery. I feel like it just makes everything look prettier. Okay, so not quite sure where I'll put this thing. I think it might have to go to the back here. Okay, I don't know, what do you think? these candlesticks, you could purchase the little bases for them. But I was too excited about buying other stuff. I bought a bunch of bottleneck trees that day. So anyway, I knew I could get something cheap at the thrift store. So I found one that was 25 cents. And then this was like a little, some kind of liqueur, or I don't think it's a shot glass. But anyway, it was 25 cents. And I thought, well, that way I could have them at 2 different heights. And then it would kind of be a little bit asymmetrical. So let me try to get the price tag off and I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, and so then I had the other one to that set. So I have that, and then I collect little frogs, and then I have a little tiny bird. So I thought I might put them underneath here, just because I have a hard time knowing when to stop, and I still had other stuff I wanted to use. So maybe there. I don't know. What do you think? Let me take you in closer. Okay. So this is what I come up with. Unfortunately, I don't have any batteries the right size to turn on my little candles. I guess I'll have to go to the grocery store after all. But anyway, I'm kind of liking how things are going here. What do you think? Is there too much? Okay, so now we're going to move to the island, and we're almost done. Okay, so for the island, my plan is I have this little 3-tier tray that I just love to use. It's kind of my staple. I always have it on the corner of my island. And then I found this little greenhouse thing at the thrift store a couple years ago. It was just, I don't know, a couple bucks, I think. So I just have one of my mom's, my grandmother, either my mom or my grandmother made this one. I'm not sure who. I just have it underneath, and then I just have some different greenery. And then these are some of the things I plan on using. I have some pink dishes here. I thought I would put some greenery inside this cup and put a bird inside. I have a couple little topiaries. I have a pitcher with some tulips. And then a couple other little figurines. And another cloche. So let me spin it around. Okay, so I thought I would start on my tier tray, work my way down, and see how it goes. I usually always set some kind of floral something or other right here. So I figure maybe I'll set that up first just to kind of get some height and figure out what I'm going to be working with here. Yeah, I think that'll work out okay. I thought I'd probably start with this one up top because it's kind of big and I didn't think it would fit on some of my other shelves. This was an old-timey little coffee pot that has a tint of pink to it. It was funny, I was going through all my cabinets and my hutch over there, going through the basement, trying to figure out stuff that had pink in it, because pink is not necessarily one of my go-to colors. And normally everything in my house was brown or brown. And I remember my mom once saying, Lisa, everything in your house is the same color. you need some color. So I tried after that to bring in a little bit more color. I always love to put this little greenery thing on this corner, but I have to be able to conceal where, you know, the stems all come together. So I'm going to have to figure out something that I can put in front and behind it. I'm thinking maybe this plate. And let's see. Maybe this thing. Okay, so let's see. What else? I guess maybe I should set the big stuff first and then kind of tweak the little tiny things, because those things can probably put anywhere. Kind of thought about that going there. And then I thought it would be cute to have a little bird sitting in one of these, just to kind of give it some interest. But the only bad thing is when I tried it, my bird sunk too far down. So I just wadded up some paper towel. And then I took a plant and kind of ripped off some little bits and pieces of greenery. I figured I could stick them in the cup somehow and see if I could get the bird in there. Oh heck, that's gonna work out fine. So now I thought about putting this in there, but I don't know that that's going to work out good. Maybe we'll just set it over here off to the side. Okay, let's see. I usually put this little candle. It's funny, I have certain things that I always keep in pretty much the same spot. I don't want to have to think too hard. I feel like it needs a little bit of pink down here. I have a little frog, a glass frog that I got for $1. And I realized that because I still have the price tag on the bottom. The reason it was so cheap is because it was cracked at the end, at the side of it. But I figure if I set it up against something, nobody will know, so. And I'm the only one that'll do any dusting around the house, so I don't think I have to worry about anybody getting cut. I took a little bit of Hershey Kisses and put them in this little container, this little white pitcher. That might look cute there. I can run across these little salt and pepper shakers really inexpensively a lot at my thrift store. So I thought maybe I could put that up here. This cute little picture. And I'm going to try not to say I got it at the thrift store, but almost I think everything you see except maybe this greenery was all things that I got at the thrift store, even these dishes. So I just love to go and see if I can find a great treasure, and a lot of times I can. So this little pig was given to me by my friend Chastity, so I thought I would have him, and I have a little cow. But it's funny, I mean, you can just move stuff around until you feel good about where it is. Let's see, what else have I got here? Got a little kitchen sign. And I feel like it needs a little bit more greenery down here, so maybe you could put that in the back. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I don't have my glasses on, so not exactly sure what all you're seeing and what you're not. Got a cute little picture. I don't know if it'll make its way in or not. Maybe, what if we put it in here? Let's see. Then I have one more little cake plate. I have like an addiction with cake plates. And this one I think I got at the Target dollar spot, so I mean it's not like you have to always spend a lot of money. And I know I got this little cloche thing at the thrift store, so I think it was meant to be one of those votive candle things, but flip it over and you can have a little cloche. Okay. I don't know, I think I'm happy with stuff. Let me give you a little bit closer look and see how you think. Boy, my bangs are goofy. There we go. Just a second. Okay, so we'll give you a little bit of a close-up. Reese cups, the little Reese kisses, that'll be okay. Oh, and my floor squeaks. Anyway, a little birdie. And so then this is the rest of my island. I thought I'd give you a little peek at that. Let me take it off the tripod here, one moment. Okay, so you can kind of see in the distance my dining room table and my island. And then I was trying to figure out what to do here on my little cutting board. And so I decided, my mom had passed away. It'll be 2 years in April, and she loved these little ladies. So when I saw it and it being pink, I thought, well, that'll work out just fine. And so I have that. And then on this side, try not to show you my dirty dishes in my sink. On this side, I just put a little plate, a cloche, and then another little white pitcher. This was a gift that I was given, and it's one of my treasures. And so I have a little candle in there, but of course, like I said, I don't have batteries for it either, so I will have to get those today. Well, thank you for joining me. Thank you for motivating me to get some stuff done today. I hope whatever you do today will bring you some joy. And I better get off here before my dogs start barking. Okay, they stopped barking a little bit. At least they went outside. Anyway, I hope whatever you do today brings you joy, and I hope you'll join me again. Take care.